So in the previous lecture, we are discussing about the photoelectric effect, and I told you ki what do you mean by photoelectric effect and how to explain this photoelectric effect by some experimental setup. And after that, I discussed there are 4 different laws of the photoelectric effect. So today we will discuss next topic, that is the failure of classical mechanics. Failure of classical mechanics to explain photoelectric effect. Photoelectric effect. And second, we will discuss the mathematical equation for photoelectric effect. These two things we will discuss in today's lecture, and that mathematical equation is called Einstein photoelectric equation. Photoelectric equation. And after that, we will discuss some numerical problem related to this mathematical equation. So first point is, what were the failure of classical mechanics about the photoelectric effect? Why classical mechanics cannot explain the phenomena of photoelectric effect? That we will discuss first. So in the first lecture of quantum mechanics, I told you that there are few concepts that was not explained with the help of classical mechanics, and that concept was photoelectric effect, second was black body radiation, third was Compton effect, and next was Raman scattering. So this effect was not explained with the help of classical mechanics. So today we are going to discuss why classical mechanics cannot explain the phenomena of photoelectric effect. So according to classical theory, this photoelectric effect depends upon intensity of incident radiation. It will depend upon intensity of incident radiation. In previous lecture, in yesterday lecture, I told you that to understand the phenomena of photoelectric effect, we have 3 main factors. First factor was the frequency of incident radiation. Second factor was the intensity of incident radiation. And third was the nature of that metal surface. These are the 3 parameters which are very important for photoelectric effect. But according to classical theory, this photoelectric effect depends only on the intensity of the light. If we increase the intensity of light, according to classical theory, if we increase the intensity of incident radiation, then what will happen? Energy of emitted electron will increase. This is a concept of classical mechanics. Means it is totally according to classical mechanics, photoelectric effect is totally based on the intensity parameter. So if we are going to increase the intensity, so suppose this is your metal surface and we are following the radiation of some frequency, and here what we are doing, we are increasing the intensity of this incident radiation, then energy of this emitted electron will increase. Energy of emitted electron increase, what does it mean? Energy you can write in terms of kinetic energy, means you can say velocity of these electrons will increase. Velocity of electron will increase according to classical theory. And second, if we decrease the intensity of light, If we decrease the intensity of light, then what will happen? Velocity of this photoelectron will decrease. So from here you can say the velocity of the photoelectron totally depend upon the intensity of incident radiation. This was the concept which was given by the classical theory. But when we perform the experiment, this is a theoretical explanation of the classical mechanics. But when we perform the experiment, we found that the velocity of this incident radiation, velocity of this emitted electron does not depend upon the intensity, but it depends upon the frequency of incident radiation. So what I am saying, experimentally it is found that experimentally it is found that velocity depend upon frequency, not on the intensity. Frequency of incident radiation. So there is a contradiction between the theoretical result as well as experimental result, because according to theoretical result we are saying velocity depend upon the intensity parameter, but according to experimental result we are saying velocity depend upon the frequency parameter. Means there is a mismatch between the theoretical result as well as experimental result. So based on this you can say classical theory cannot explain the phenomena of photoelectric effect. So this was the first failure of the classical theory. Second failure of classical theory was regarding the threshold frequency. It is no classical theory. Classical theory is not based upon threshold frequency concept. Threshold frequency concept. What does it mean? It means that I told you in the yesterday class that there are one mathematical condition: if frequency of incident radiation is less than threshold frequency and frequency of incident radiation is greater than threshold frequency. This is a frequency of incident radiation and this is a threshold frequency. So if this is a condition, then in this case there is a no photoelectric phenomena will take place, and if this condition fulfilled, then there is a phenomena of photoelectric effect. So this was the mathematical condition which I told you in the previous class, but this mathematical condition was given in quantum mechanics. This was given in quantum mechanics. Means in quantum mechanics, photoelectric effect is based on phenomena of threshold frequency. But when we move towards classical theory, then classical theory is not based on the थ्रेशोल्ड फ्रीक्वेंसी कॉन्सेप्ट. व्हाट ही सेड, क्लासिकल थ्योरी ने क्या बोला कि देयर इज नो such type of there is no concept regarding the threshold frequency कि threshold frequency कुछ होता ही नहीं है. It is totally based on the intensity कि आपका जो photoelectric effect है that will completely based on the intensity. तो यहाँ पे हम क्या बोलेंगे कि यहाँ पे ये किसके ऊपर बेस्ड है? According to classical theory, it is based on the intensity concept. बट ये टोटली क्या था? रॉन्ग था. जो अभी हमने देखा था कि जो आपका फोटोन्स की जो वेलोसिटी है वो किस पे डिपेंड करती है? इट विल डिपेंड अपॉन द फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ द इंसिडेंट रेडिएशन. तो अगेन देयर इज अ कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन बिटवीन द क्लासिकल थ्योरी एंड द क्वांटम थ्योरी. की क्लासिकल थ्योरी क्या कह रही है कि देयर इज नो फिनोमिना ऑफ थ्रेशोल्ड फ्रीक्वेंसी, बट क्वांटम मैकेनिक्स इज सेइंग कि देयर इज अ कांसेप्ट ऑफ थ्रेशोल्ड फ्रीक्वेंसी. सो दैट्स व्हाई क्लासिकल थ्योरी वाज नॉट एबल to explain the phenomena of photoelectric effect. Third concept was, according to classical theory says that photoelectric effect is not an instantaneous process. This is not an instantaneous process. But quantum theory said that photoelectric effect, this is an instantaneous process. Instantaneous process, which I told you in previous lecture also. कि instantaneous means there are two types of action take place in phenomena photoelectric effect. First is the falling of radiation on a metal surface, and second ejection of electron from this metal surface. So there are two actions. First, radiation are falling on this surface, and second, electrons are ejecting from this surface. So these two actions take place very instantaneously. There is no time gap between these two actions. So you can say instantaneous process means there is no time lag. There is no time gap between these two actions. So that's why photoelectric effect is called a instantaneous process. But classical theory said that photoelectric effect is not a instantaneous process. But quantum mechanics क्या कह रही है कि it is a instantaneous process. And when we performed experimentally we observed that photoelectric effect is a instantaneous process. So again we can say classical theory was not able to explain the phenomena of photoelectric effect. So these are the few failures which I discussed ki how we can say that classical theory is not able to explain the failure of was not able to explain the phenomena of photoelectric effect. तो अभी तक हमने डिस्कस किया कि व्हाट इज फोटोइलेक्ट्रिक इफेक्ट. वी डिस्कस फोर थिंग्स टिल नाउ. फर्स्ट वी डिस्कस व्हाट इज द फोटोइलेक्ट्रिक इफेक्ट, देन वी डिस्कस हाउ टू perform this photoelectric effect experimentally. After that we discuss different laws of the photoelectric effect, and after that we discuss the failure of classical theory to explain the concept of photoelectric effect. Now we are going to discuss Einstein equation for photoelectric effect. Einstein equation for photoelectric effect. So this is a mathematical equation to understand the concept of photoelectric effect. ये ज्योति रोल नंबर 17, आप मुझे सुन पा रहे हो? ज्योति, कल्याणी, ज्योति, कल्याणी, तो Einstein gives a mathematical equation in 1905 to explain the concept of photoelectric effect, and he used Planck's quantum theory. He used Planck's quantum theory to explain the concept of photoelectric effect, and that Planck's quantum theory was based on the concept of photon having energy h mu. Photons means it means that electromagnetic waves consist of small packets of energy. Small packets of, यहाँ से हटिए, small packets of energy. So this was the Planck's quantum theory. This Einstein used the concept of Planck's quantum theory, and what was the concept Planck's quantum theory? Means electromagnetic waves consist of small packets of energy, and these small packets of energy are called photons, and each having energy h mu. So using this concept, he derived a mathematical equation to understand the concept of photoelectric effect. So what was that mathematical equation? So this mathematical equation was h mu, that is equal to omega naught plus 1 by 2 m V maximum square. This is a mathematical equation. So how this equation derived? So let us consider a metal surface. This is a metal surface, and here we are following radiations of some suitable frequency mu. So these radiations will have energy h mu, means we are following photons having energy h mu on this metal surface. So what will happen? Depending upon the work function, there is one term that is the work function. ये यहाँ पे जो W नोट, this is called work function. This term is called work function. So what is work function? Work function of a material को how you will define? तो suppose we have any material, कि ये आपके पास कोई भी सोडियम का मटेरियल है, तो what will be the work function of this material? तो work function को how you will define? This is a minimum energy required to eject electron from that metal surface. From that metal surface. Suppose we have any material like you can take the example of sodium, and we are incidenting the radiation on this material. So during the phenomena of photoelectric effect, there will be the ejection of electron from this metal surface. But ejection of this electron will take place only when we are providing the sufficient energy for the ejection of this electron. So this is the minimum energy, कि हमें कितनी मिनिमम एनर्जी इस मटेरियल पे को देनी पड़े कि देयर विल बी द ejection of electron from this metal surface. So this is called work function of a given material. तो सपोज मैंने क्या बोला कि मैं आई एम हैविंग, यहाँ पे हम क्या कह रहे हैं कि 10 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट का हम एनर्जी इस मेटल सरफेस पे हम फॉल करवा रहे हैं कि मैंने यहाँ पे 10 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट की एनर्जी इस मेटल सरफेस पे फॉल करवाई और इस मटेरियल का जो वर्क फंक्शन है वो 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट है। तो आउट ऑफ 10 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट में से 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट एनर्जी विल बी यूज्ड टू इजेक्ट द इलेक्ट्रॉन फ्रॉम दिस मटेरियल। मीन्स ये जो एनर्जी होगी वो किसकी तरह बिहेव करेगी, बिहेव एज अ वर्क फंक्शन कि इतनी एनर्जी, दिस एनर्जी इज यूज्ड टू इजेक्ट द इलेक्ट्रॉन फ्रॉम दैट मेटल सरफेस। एंड व्हाट अबाउट 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट एनर्जी, क्योंकि वी आर हैविंग टोटल एनर्जी हम कितना दे रहे हैं, कितना एनर्जी हम इंसिडेंट करवा रहे हैं उस मटेरियल पे, 10 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट एनर्जी। तो दिस एनर्जी विल डिवाइडेड इनटू 2 पार्ट्स। First part of energy will be treated as a work function of that material, and that second part of that energy will be used as a maximum kinetic energy. Maximum kinetic energy of ejected electron. Ejected electron means that incident energy will be divided into 2 parts. First part of energy will be used to eject the electron from this metal surface, and second part of energy is used in terms of maximum kinetic energy of these ejected electrons, कि जो यहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स यहाँ से इजेक्ट होंगे that is called photo electrons, तो उनकी जो काइनेटिक एनर्जी होगी that is the remaining energy. तो this is a distribution of incident energy. तो यहाँ पे मैंने वही लिखा है कि this is the incident energy and it will divide into 2 parts. First part is the work function of this material, metal surface, and second part is the energy carried out by the ejected electron or you can say photo electrons. तो kinetic energy को हम कैसे represent करते हैं, that is a half mv square. और यहाँ पे हम maximum kinetic energy की बात करें तो kinetic energy depend upon the velocity, तो here I am writing v maximum. तो जो आपकी second part of energy किसकी term में होगी, maximum kinetic energy of the ejected electron. So this is a distribution of incident energy. Right? So this incident energy is going to divide into 2 parts. तो this is a work function और work function को हमने क्या बोला है, this is a minimum energy. तो इसको हम कैसे लिख सकते हैं, minimum energy means h mu naught plus half m v maximum square. Because जो आपका वर्क फंक्शन है वो क्या है, इट इज अ काइंड ऑफ एनर्जी, और एनर्जी क्या होता है, h म्यू होता है, बट हियर आई एम यूजिंग अ वर्ड म्यू नोट. म्यू नोट मैंने यहाँ पे क्यों यूज किया, म्यू नोट इज अ थ्रेशोल्ड फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ एनी मटेरियल कि आपके पास सपोज ये आपका मेटल सरफेस है, तो इसका जो वर्क फंक्शन अगर मैं h म्यू नोट कहूंगी तो म्यू नोट आपके पास क्या होगा, दिस इज अ थ्रेशोल्ड फ्रीक्वेंसी जो मैं बार बार बात कर रही हूँ. In during the phenomena of photoelectric effect, this threshold frequency is very important parameter. तो आपका जो work function है वो किस पे डिपेंड करेगा, it will depend upon the threshold frequency. तो मैंने इस work function को किसकी फॉर्म में लिख दिया, I write this work function in the form of threshold frequency, right? So we can further rewrite this equation like h mu minus mu naught that is equal to half m v maximum square. So this is a mathematical equation. This is a mathematical equation. This is a mathematical equation to understand the concept of photoelectric effect. And this mathematical equation is called as Einstein photoelectric equation. Einstein photoelectric equation, because it was derived by the scientist Einstein. Right? So now there is one numerical problem related to this mathematical equation. So suppose we are having numerical, you have to solve and reply to me. Numerical is work function of a given material, W naught is given, that is equal to 3.45 electron volt. This is a work function of a given material which is given. So you have to calculate the maximum wavelength. Calculate the maximum wavelength of that material. Solve करिए इसका and tell me the answer. Work function of a given material is given, that is 3.45 electron volt, and you have to calculate the maximum wavelength. Maximum wavelength कैसे निकालेंगे? Means पहले आप क्या निकालोगे? Minimum frequency निकालोगे, and if you are able to find the minimum frequency, then from conversion of wavelength to a frequency, you can convert into the wavelength. क्योंकि अगर आपका minimum frequency होगा तो you will get the maximum wavelength. तो इसको solve करिए till तब तक I am taking your attendance. And chat box में मुझे इसका आंसर लिख के भेजिए quickly. Numerical समझ आ गया? Are you able to understand the numerical? What is the problem which you want to solve? Yes or no?